Alice was browsing through a dusty old bookstore when she stumbled upon an antique leather-bound book that caught her eye. She opened it to find that the pages were blank, but when she touched the cover, she felt a strange energy emanating from it. Curious, she decided to purchase the book and take it home with her. That night, as Alice was reading by candlelight, she suddenly noticed that the pages of the book were filling up with ink. To her amazement, she saw that the characters in the book were coming to life before her very eyes. Alice couldn't believe what she was seeing. She reached out to touch one of the characters, and to her surprise, her hand passed through him as if he were a hologram. She quickly realized that the book had the power to bring its characters to life, but only within the confines of the book itself. As Alice continued to read, she found herself becoming more and more engrossed in the story. She laughed, cried, and felt her heart race as she turned each page. She even found herself falling in love with one of the characters. But as the story drew to a close, Alice realized that she didn't want it to end. She knew that once she closed the book, the characters would return to their lifeless pages. So she made a decision. Alice began to write. She created a new story, a sequel to the one she had just read. And as she wrote, she felt the characters coming to life once again. But this time, they were no longer confined to the pages of the book. From that day on, Alice spent every spare moment writing. She created new characters, new worlds, and new adventures. And with the help of the magic book, she brought them all to life. But as time passed, Alice began to notice something strange happening. The lines between her fictional worlds and reality were blurring. The characters she had created were beginning to appear in her daily life, and she was starting to lose control. Alice realized that she had to make a choice. She could continue to create, to live in the world of her imagination, or she could close the book and return to the real world. In the end, Alice chose to close the book. She knew that she couldn't keep living in a world of her own creation. But as she did, she felt a sense of sadness wash over her. She knew that she would always be haunted by the characters she had brought to life. And she knew that she would never forget the magic of the book. Thanks for listening. Subscribe now to Curiosity Tales and join us on an adventure of fascinating stories that will spark your imagination and leave you wanting more. Don't miss out on our latest videos. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss a tale.